Hi everyone, this is Upendra Joshi. Welcome to the show. And on this episode, we have a special guest from Singapore. He is Mr. Raghu Reddy, an international best-selling author and a business coach. I welcome Mr. Raghu Reddy.
Hey Upendra, it's really wonderful to be on the show. It's my privilege and a pleasure to be on the show, and it's a real honor. Thanks for inviting me to this show. So, the reason I came onto your show is because I saw the book that you published, Total Health Protection, a
Yeah.
comprehensive guide to protect your health and wealth. And I happened to read that book, and that's the reason why I agreed to come on this show. Now, usually, when you call a guest on the show, the guest will be answering all the questions. But on this episode, I'm going to take this opportunity to ask you the questions because you are the expert. And
Okay.
and and I have a lot of questions to ask. I think that's okay with
Yeah.
you, right?
Yeah, well, if you insist, I think definitely as per your suggestions will go.
Well, that's fantastic, and thanks for
Yeah.
that. And because
Uh,
of course, I just imagine that I'm representing all the people here, and all of us have questions about total health protection and total wealth protection. So you are the expert, and I would like to know little more because in the book that you have published, I got a lot of insights, and it really opened up
yeah.
my mind. And you have talked about the myths, you have talked about the criteria and all of that thing, and it's really awesome. And
Yes.
I believe that everyone should get hold of this book, get a copy of this book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes. Thank
so
you very
first of
much.
all, congratulations on publishing this book.
Thank you very much.
Well, fantastic. Okay, the very first question I have for you is this: what are the things that anybody should look for when they are buying a health insurance?
Yeah, this is a good question. Actually, there are many things before buying a health insurance one should look for. See, the major points which I will mention here so that it will help all in selecting a right health insurance policy. So first, you should understand whether you require an individual policy or a family floater, wherein your all family members are covered. And what are the cashless hospitalization benefit that policy offers? What is the age criteria? So above 60 years, some they have co-pay and there are different aspects are there. And then you have a waiting period also. So what is the waiting period of that policy of that particular company? And what is the premium coverage in room rent as well as in ICU coverage? So there are different aspects in different companies. They have different rules and regulations. And what are the network hospitals that company or that product is offering? That is the most important thing. And most important thing is reliability of the company is also important because the claim settlement has a very major role in that one. And what are the add-on benefits it has? That is also an important thing.
Well, that's really wonderful. That's really fantastic. So, you see, when it comes to these claims, that is where all the problem lies. So, it's very important to look through, to really take care of which company you're going with.
Definitely, yeah. So once you select the right company, then after your journey afterwards becomes very easier, and the claim process also will be hassle free. So only thing is first selection is most important.
Wow, fantastic. So, the next question I have is what's exactly covered in a health insurance policy?
See, there are many aspects. There are, I think, more than 18 or 20 major things that are covered. But to mention the important things, what I will suggest, I will tell you is, so what is the sum insured restoration option is there? Restoration in the sense, for example, if you are taking a 25 lakh rupees policy, and say in that year, if 25 lakhs, say after 3 months or 4 months, that 25 lakhs is exhausted, then what about the remaining months? Whether that sum insured is restored automatically or you have to submit extra papers, you need to pay extra premium or not, that aspect you need to look. And then what are the hospitalization expenses that are covered in that one? And then what is the pre and post hospitalization? Say, for example, these 10 days from today, 10 days is the event. That is called event in hospital health insurance. So before this event, 30 days, 60 days, some companies, they have different these rules. And after this event, after this 10 days, how many days that hospitalization expenses are covered? That is 60 days, 90 days. And then what are the daycare procedures that are covered? Some companies, they give 200 major daycare procedures. Some they have 400, and some they cover all the daycare procedures that are required. Whether that health insurance policy is giving you an Ayush benefits, like the alternative therapies, not in the allopathic treatments, but also Ayurvedic or some other alternative treatments, whether that is covered or not. Some companies, they cover 25%, and the different companies, they have different miss this one for them. And then whether that policy covers organ donation also. These days, it is more in the news. You can see even heart is transplanted, liver is transplanted, and then different things are there. That one. And then one more thing is recharge benefit is there. So if you have a certain sum assured amount, and on restoration, on and above restore benefit, then again the recharge benefit is also given in addition to that. So you have to check whether that is also given in that policy. And then what are the tax benefit that policy is offering? Because most of the people, they want to take exemption under 80D also. So there are different stages and different slabs available on the tax benefit. And whether that policy has the lifelong renewability. Most of the companies, or almost all companies, they are giving lifelong renewability, but certain conditions are there in that one. So you need to go through all these things. And whether any pre-existing illnesses are covered in that one. So that also you need to check. I think these are the major part in that one.
Wow.
So rest, I think you can go through the policy wording.
That's quite a lot, Upendra. That's quite a lot, and it's really confusing. So
Yeah,
I think it's better we consult an expert like you. Really,
definitely.
otherwise it's really such a mind-boggling thing to really zero down on
Yeah.
exactly what's required. Okay, that really triggers another question. What are the different types of health plans that's available out there?
There are, I think, 6 to 8 different health insurance plans available right now in India. You can see critical illnesses like cancer and other. There are 36 type of critical illnesses, major or 18 types. Whether that critical illness is covered in the policy, or you need to take a separate plan for that one, because there are different aspects to it and different benefits available under the base plan as well as a separate plan for the critical illnesses. Then there are senior citizens plans are there, wherein certain senior citizens, they don't have to go for medicals, but they get this plan depending upon the utmost good faith, whatever they are mentioning in that one. And then whether the maternity benefit, the persons who require maternity benefit, especially for the young people, they require this maternity health benefit. So what is the waiting period for the maternity health? That is also an important thing. And we have individual health plans also. All the companies, they have individual health plans, and different are there. And then there are family floater health plans are also there. And now this pandemic situation, as per the IRDA guidelines, all the companies, they have come out with the Corona health insurance plan. So there are 2 types of Corona health insurance plans are there. One is an Corona Kavach is there, and Corona Rakshak is there. So they have different benefits and features in that one. And then you have, apart from this, you have certain unit link health plans are also there, because some consumables and other aspects are not covered into the health insurance plans. So you need to go for unit link health insurance plans also. That is also plays an important role. As a Sampurna Suraksha concept, this is an important thing. And then Corona Rakshak is also there, wherein benefit also will be given apart from whatever the actual expenses are there. These are the major things, I think, that are there.
Wow, that's really, really insightful, and there are so many out there. So, if someone wants really to get proper coverage and proper protection, it's really difficult to select on your own with so much of choice that is there, isn't it?
Yeah. So it is a lot of data is available, but you need to navigate this through. So what is best beneficial for you? That is the biggest task.
Wow. So that brings me to this question. So, which company should I go with? So, which health insurance company should I get covered with?
Yeah, this is the right question, because if you choose the company rightly, then your next journey, your lifelong journey becomes very easier. So selecting the right company is the most important thing. See, there are certain aspects are there. I will mention here the few important points only. You should see the reputation of the company. How is the reputation? See, there are here and there are some cases are there. So, but no company can satisfy 100% customers. But you have to see the averages. So, what is the reputation of the company as well as the financial stability of the company? So, there are companies who are doing 50 crores of business. There are companies they are doing 7,000 plus crores business also. So what is the standing in the market? You should see. And what is their product portfolio? What all the products they are offering? Do they have a senior citizens policy? Do they have a diabetic policy? Do they have cancer specialty product they have? And all these things for especially for the young people, do they have any policy? So all these things, there are many aspects in that one. So you have to select a correct right product mix from the company. And above and all, you should see their claim settlement process also, not only claim ratio, but claim settlement process also. Is the company offering online claim settlement process, and is it faster and user friendly also? And how is the customer support from that company? That is also most important thing. And the importance is how the insurance advisor from that company, how is the average, how is helping the customers process all these things, and how is responding to that, and what is the feedback and reviews of that companies. You can see these days now, thanks to the internet of things, then everything is available. You can see feedback and reviews, which is the best one among others. You can select that company.
Wow, that's so insightful, and there's so many variables and so many criteria that one has to look into.
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. One of the things that I have been noticing and hearing about is that the health insurance premiums are going up. So, what do you say about that?
Yeah, this is exactly right. And as per the new guidelines, now IRDA is also coming out with many regulations, many changes, many modifications, which are in the interest of the customer. So like in terms of pre-existing diseases, disclosure of pre-existing diseases, and there are other aspects are also there. So premium is going to increase from October onwards. Already we have got the circulars. So I think mostly 5 to 20% or sometimes 30% also, because companies are also under pressure to give more benefits and more facilities to the customers. And definitely it will not come free. It will not come at the cost only. So that's why premium is going to increase. So it is the best time to enter into the health insurance schemes. So it will give you coverage. It will give you seniority benefits also. And it's a good idea to buy a health insurance.
Wow, that's fantastic to hear about that. And so, suppose someone wants to really maximize on the coverage and to make sure that they're paying the right amount of premium, it's best, with so many options available. I think it's really good to have a proper
Good to
expert
have.
guidance, right?
Correct. Yeah, this is the right time.
Fantastic. So another question I have is, this is interesting. So if someone is smoking, so does smokers have a higher premium?
Yeah, it is a myth that people usually, even though some people I have seen that even though they smoke, they don't disclose it, thinking that it is not important. But I think one must disclose that smoking habit also, though premium definitely will increase because the risk to the company is more, even with the life insurance company also. Otherwise, what happens if you are not disclosing and say someone gets admitted to the hospital, and it is that time if it discloses that the doctor also, or in discharge summary it comes to the notice that the person was smoking earlier, then the chances of rejection are very high. So even though 5-10% extra premium, never mind. Or otherwise, some companies they have some waiting period, 1 year, 2 year, depending upon the health condition of the customer. So it is always in the interest of the customer to mention if any smoking habit is there. So totally you have to disclose that, and it will definitely give you good benefits, and it will give you a good coverage also.
Wow. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's really
Yes.
wonderful to know that. So another question that comes to my mind is, does the company cover pre-existing conditions?
Yeah, different. You see, all the companies that are governed by IRDA, they cover pre-existing diseases. but different companies, they have different conditions for that one. Some companies, they cover after 9 months. Some companies, they cover after 1 year. Some companies after 3 years. So different companies they have. It is always in the interest of the customer to mention what all the pre-existing, in the sense that before taking the policy, at the time of policy, before that, if you have any medical condition, disclose it. Then you will get certain waiting period will be there, and after that, all these the pre-existing conditions also will be covered. If not, then this will not be covered. Maybe the chances of rejection are high.
So what you're saying is it's very, very important to declare the pre-existing conditions so that you select the right kind of policy and right kind of company where you can get maximum benefits, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. You see, one of the biggest myths out there is that, especially with working professionals, my company has covered for me. So, do I still need health insurance?
Yeah, this is the question. I like it very much. And I think this is most important questions. And this question was asked to me many a times because I cater to the working professionals fraternity a lot. So I have 1,000+ customers. In that, the major are from the working professionals. So what I have seen is I have given health insurance plans to the persons who are working in the government domain, who are working in private domain. See, what happens is I have seen it practically that if you are working for an X company, see, as long as you are working in that company, the problem may be that some co-payment will be there. The policy conditions they have that they are not in the interest of the employee. So what happens is if you once gets hospitalized, some deductions, some claim will not be settled, and that is the one condition. And then next is, say if you continue with that company till your retirement, say 58 to 60 years, and after that you may or may not get health insurance because your health condition may approve or may not help you in getting that health insurance plan. And what happens if you switch the job in between, say, so next company again they have a probation period. Some they have 6 months, 1 year or 2 years also. During that period, you will not have any health insurance, and God forbid something happens during this period, then you have to shell it from your pocket. So your all savings get eroded. So buy the health insurance when you don't require. Otherwise, when you require it most, you may not get it. So to get the lifelong renewability, it is always in the interest of the customer to buy a health insurance even though your employer is giving you, he is covered under health insurance.
So it's important for any employee working professional to really review with an expert advisor,
Correct.
what is covered by the company and what is not covered, and make sure that the gaps are taken care, right?
Yeah, and one more thing here is employers means whether the health insurance what they are offering is sufficient or not. Some employers they give according to the ranking, according to the position in the company. So maybe 1.5 lakhs, 2.5, 5 lakhs. These days, if you see, even you just step into any hospitals, see 1 lakh or 2 lakh is nothing. So the medical cost, inflation in the medical is very high, you can see. So that may not be sufficient. So you need to have your individual health insurance plan. That is always and must, that is unadvisable. And that is from my practical experience I'm telling.
Wow, that's really insightful. And thanks for saying that. Okay, there's another question that comes to my mind. Is the health insurance policy transferable with the renewable benefits?
Yes, IRDA has come out with portability clause in health insurance industry, wherein, say, for example, if you have X company's health insurance today, and if you are not satisfied for any reason, or for any reason, if you want to shift it to the other company because that company is giving, say, more benefits, or premium is also low, or whatever the reason is there, or if you are not satisfied with this company, then what all the benefits are there in this company, you can transfer and you can get seniority benefits in the next company. So you can port all the benefits in that company. So that is the option given by IRDA. So this is the good option so that one can switch from one company to other company. But only if someone is not happy with the company, it is advisable to switch that one. But in case of some pre-existing diseases, when if a person is having say from 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, he is with the one company, and if he is already having something this one, then he may port that one.
Okay, that's really insightful. That's fantastic to know that. So I have one last question that comes to my mind. What happens if someone fails to declare their pre-existing conditions?
Yeah, it is a myth that people say that if pre-existing diseases you need not have to disclose at the time of taking the policy. But what I have seen is, see, anyhow the technology is so advanced. Say for example, now today I have diabetes and I don't disclose today. See, what happens is after sometimes few months, sometimes then see, God forbid if you are got admitted into hospital, then the technology will tell you that from how long you are having diabetes, or the discharge summary. I think patient is not in a condition to tell everything. So the attendants definitely will tell that he was having so much diabetes since so and so day. So that time the rejection chances are very very high. So say at the most what happens once you disclose pre-existing diseases, that you'll get 1, 2 or 3 years waiting period will be there, and then after that you will be covered. So it is in the interest of the customer to disclose pre-existing conditions.
Wow, that's really insightful, Upendra, and it was really, it opened up a lot of things in my mind, to really have this insight and getting this sort of literacy and awareness is really fantastic for every one of us. It was a wonderful conversation I had with you, and thank you for giving me so much more insights. And I'm sure this, conversation is going to help a lot of people who really want to really take care of, the total protection of their health and wealth. And I'm sure that you're going to impact many more people by doing the right things for them. And I wish you all the very best with your book as well, and giving me so much insights, and definitely this is going to help all the people as well. So I have one question. So how can someone get hold of a copy of your book?
Yeah, thank you, Raghu, for coming to the show. And see, if someone wants this book, then I have given a link below this video. Then they can click on that and they can get a free copy of the ebook.
Wow, that's really fantastic. It's really awesome. And I believe that everyone should get hold of a copy of this book. It's really wonderful
Definitely.
insights you're going to get. And to get more information and more insights, and to educate ourselves. How can we do that?
See, I have my private Facebook group wherein I keep giving high content videos and informational content also I keep giving in that one. So they can join. I have given a link to my private Facebook group also. They can join free in this private Facebook group and they can keep updated themselves about the industry news and about the health insurance industry and other insurance industry and investment industry. That's a great place to live.
Wow, that's really wonderful to hear, and
Yeah.
it's really awesome.
Yes.
I believe that you're doing an awesome job there, and really spreading the awareness and increasing the literacy of the people, especially in protecting their health and wealth. And I thank you for having me on the show and giving me so much of insights.
Thank you very much, Raghu, for coming to the show, and I really look forward to meeting you again.
Right.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Even I'm looking forward to meeting you sometime in the future.